Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama. Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To the air, it's Turner. Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Punts it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback into rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Back to throw, it's Turner. Finds his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
The Noles with the 1st and 10. Unloads quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the ground with the back. And the Seminoles get enough to move the chains. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Ashley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pick on it. Guys, let's chat a little big picture off. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back to pass, it's Turner. Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking up the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Robinson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Robinson. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the... Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. Quarterback's got the first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Turner. He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side. You create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Knight. Pulls it in. It's Middleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sends it back in motion. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up 4th down.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Turner. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Gets it out quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. The short hands, it's Davis.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, 1st down and more.
And you really want your offense to be great when it matters most. And it mattered most right now. 4th down, late in the ball game, 1-possession game. I get the first, and I got a good chance of running this clock out. Nice job by the offense in a critical moment.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I